seizing upon these events as symbols of our tolerance?
Unfortunately, we've seen a pattern over the past months of increased hate crimes against religious minorities, particularly against young women of racialized backgrounds. This is something that we need to take very, very, very seriously. And the pattern and the trend lines that we're seeing is something that, as you pointed out, is one of those warning signs around increased intolerance, and reminding people that we are a country that defends freedom of religion, that defends freedom of expression, that defends people's rights to go to school and not be fearful or harassed, is fundamental to who we are.
We begin this hour with breaking news from Toronto and the incident where an 11-year-old girl claimed that a man came up to her with a pair of scissors and cut off her hijab. Toronto police now saying it didn't happen. When the incident was first reported last week, it prompted outrage by Prime Minister Trudeau and Ontario Premier Kathleen Wynne, among others. Mark Pugash is a spokesperson with the Toronto Police Service. He joins me now on the line from Toronto.
We had, as everyone knows, allegations of an extremely serious crime on Friday, which we investigated. We had a team of investigators who put together a significant amount of evidence, and they came to the conclusion that the events that were alleged did not happen.
At what point did you realize this just didn't happen, that the story was false?
We realized we reached that conclusion this morning, and that's why we put that information out as quickly as we could. It, as you said, quite understandably received an enormous amount of media and social media attention, and we thought it was important that we get our officers' determination out as soon as we could so that people could have an accurate understanding of something that caused significant concern.
Mark, do we have any idea what would motivate someone to tell such a tale?
I don't know, and I'm not going to speculate. Our job here was to investigate. We did it thoroughly, and that's the conclusion that we came to.
Police made a stunning announcement about a story that got a lot of attention on Friday. You'll remember a young girl claimed a man cut her hijab with scissors as she walked to school. Today, police say that incident did not happen.
Toronto police say through a detailed investigation, including the collection of evidence and interviews with witnesses, that they have concluded that the events of Friday morning did not, in fact, happen. Now, at the time, it made international headlines that spread like wildfire on social media. The girl reported it to the school, and she also reported it to Toronto police, who said at the time that they were treating it as a hate crime.
The news spread quickly. A girl in a hijab had been attacked by a man wielding scissors, a possible hate crime. Within hours, the girl, whose image we've decided not to continue showing, was telling her story live on TV. She was calm and composed, while her mum held back tears.
I'm just so happy she's safe.
But now, in a stunning turn of events, police say it was all a lie.
It did not happen at all?
It did not happen.
In any shape or form?
It did not happen.
And the alleged assailant, a tall Asian man with a mustache, he was made up.
Was there any man involved at all? Was there a man that existed?
No.
Today, the family was more camera shy, refusing to come to the door to explain what happened.
We are very stressed right now.
Police had their hands full with the investigation. Less than 24 hours after the girl told her story, it made headlines around the world. Politicians were quick to condemn and extol the virtues of Canada.
Still lots that's unclear. Mike, the same day the girl claimed this had happened, before the police investigation was complete, she was front and center at that news conference inside the school using her full name. It's rare we see a child put in that position. Is anyone being held accountable for arranging that news conference?
Well, I can say it was a surprise when the girl and her family showed up at the news conference. Nobody expected that to happen, and I can't remember a time when an 11-year-old was exposed to the media in such a way. The police were certainly not happy about it, and the Toronto District School Board today tried to deflect any attention away from itself. But every parent, every adult in that room allowed it to happen. So yes, someone should be held accountable. Donna?
All right, Mike in Toronto, thanks.
The investigation into a potential hate crime against an 11-year-old Toronto girl wrapped up with a surprise ending today. Police say the assault didn't happen. Claims by the grade 6 student that she was attacked over her religion triggered a national reaction right up to the Prime Minister's office.
The tale of what happened to this 11-year-old Muslim girl while on her way to school was so disturbing it made headlines both across the country and on news websites around the globe, touting her claim that a scissor-wielding stranger had pulled back the hood of her jacket and cut her hijab. Today, though, police said the story was indeed troubling because it was bogus. On Friday, the grade 6 student and her family went before the cameras at a press availability arranged by school board staff. The Prime Minister and others, though, believed the girl and were quick to respond.
I can't imagine how afraid she must have been.
It's not yet been revealed why she lied.
As for the girl, because she's 11, police are no longer involved. And it's up to the school and her parents to decide if she'll face any further consequences. Lisa.
All right, John Venevale Rao in Toronto tonight.